Hello friends, this is Kylie with Kiwi Crafts Co. and today we are going to be creating a vertical tab / waterfall tab spread in my creative journal. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I absolutely loved the collection from Rongrong that I picked up, so I definitely wanted to use this to create a vertical tab spread. I had kind of also mentioned that I like to use the vertical deco boxes to do a collage on one of the pages. So I will show you exactly what I mean in this video. And this I like to show because it is getting very full and I'm just so happy that I'm using my journal. Well, I say use my journal, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with writing in it. But honestly, this creative process is still doing the trick. You know, I get time to just talk to you guys and also focus on creating my spread. So to me, it's not really a waste that I'm not able to catch up and write in them because I'm still creating these pages that bring me joy. So if you guys see that there's no writing in it, that's why. But this is the creative journal spread I made last week and I love how this turned out. So we are going to do another 3-page spread, and this time it's going to be a vertical tab spread because I wanted to use the washi tapes that are here in the Rongrong PET tape and washi box set. And I don't think I'm going to use the PET tape very much because I do have a lot of elements in the sticker book that I can pull from. So there are 2 PET tapes, so these will just kind of stay in here. I mean, my other option is I could use this as maybe one of the tabs. So there is that option. I just don't know how well it will mirror on the other side. So that is always an option, but oh, we do have these pumpkins here on this one, so I guess this is gonna be a no-go. Let's go ahead and just put this away. And my plan is going to be this plaid one, this pumpkin one, and then I think this big floral one. This one's like really, really big, so I may try and cut it just a little bit here, maybe make it a little bit smaller, but not the same size as this pumpkin one because I want that nice waterfall effect where it goes from smaller, medium, bigger, washi tape size. And I'm going to start with the doors first before, oh my goodness, you'll hear me use doors and tabs interchangeably. It's just, I don't know the official correct terminology for it, but I will just refer to it as either doors or tabs. So you guys will just need to catch up and stay with me. So we are going to start off with the first door, and I have all of my supplies here to the side. I came prepared today. So I have my ruler because I'm going to need this when I'm making the collage on this page here. I have my gyro cut. It's always an essential just in case. Then I have my little X-Acto knife pen. I don't know the correct word for this either, so you'll have to bear with me. Then I have my scissors. These are more of the precision scissors. So with the very fine tip up top, it does let me cut a lot closer to the page than if I were to have just like regular scissors. So I do love these. These are also embroidery scissors. And then a pen just in case. Actually, I know I will need my pen, but I should probably do my pencil now that I think about it because I will need to mark where I need my collage to start. So I said I thought I had prepared, but turns out I wasn't, guys. I lied. Okay. But that's just how it goes over here on my channel. If you are new, hi, hello, welcome. This is just the average chaoticness that is Kylie. And if you are returning to my channel, then you guys already know all about it. So I am so happy you guys came and clicked on this video. If you are new, drop me down a heart emoji in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I love responding back to your comments, and I usually see, you know, the regular people who visit my channel, so I just love interacting with you guys. And you know, now that I think about it, I can probably do a 2-door spread and then the back page have this thick washi. I think that'll be a lot easier. That way I don't have to mess with cutting the thicker one down. So we are actually going to start with the back page. Okay, we're gonna do 2 tabs, 2 doors, and the back page here will be this thick washi. So that is one of the reasons I do like the washi and PET tape sets. You guys have heard me say it before, if you guys are returning to my channel, that I do wish the Rongrong washi tape was just a little bit thicker. It is very, very thin and so very easy to break and rip. And I do that a lot because I'm just kind of going for it, but it does make very easy spreads if you guys are not wanting to try out a Dutch door spread. You guys just want to do something pretty simple but still really cute in your journal. So we are going to just lay this down as close to the edge as possible. I don't really want to cut anything off from the edge just because it does have this gold on the edge. So we're just going to line this up as close as we can. I have to focus. Oh, I don't want any creasing here. So I'm going to try and lay this down and avoid bubbles if at all possible. Oh, I'm getting some bubble action happening here. So let's try again. This is the only hard part of it, is I want it as close to the edge without going over. Think. Yeah, it's a little bit over the edge, but that won't bother me too much. I just really don't want to mess up the really pretty edging on this journal. Okay, I will have to get a little close to it because I will need to trim the corners here. Or my other option is to use my corner punch, but I always get scared because sometimes it rounds it out a little bit more, and sometimes I don't put the edge of the page all the way in there and then it ends up messed up. So we're just going to carefully use our scissors. Do that. And oh, good. That. Okay. So see, it's just a very big and thick piece of washi, and that will just serve as our starting point for this first tab that's going to be on the back. And we're going to use this pumpkin one. This video will go up on Wednesday. I usually try to post a creative journal video every Wednesday, so if you guys love watching these videos, then definitely make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss any uploads. And again, just if you choose not to, oh, see, this is what I mean. It's very, very thin, so it rips so easily. They are really, really pretty. I will give Rongrong that, but I just really wish it was a little bit thicker to make it a little bit sturdier. So as I was saying, if you choose not to ring the notification bell, then just know that you can come here on Wednesdays and find a creative journaling video on my channel. And I realized I should have left the little piece up top here so I know where to start this tab. I want to try and get it as close to the edge of the back page as possible because we are going to cut down this page once we lay down this washi. That was a trick somebody had recommended and I just totally forgot until I'm like, oh wait, I should have probably done that. I think that'll work. So it won't be right exactly on the edge, but it'll just be a little bit over, which is better than being short. And I'm gonna leave that top one now that I've remembered. Okay, and a couple ways we can do this. We can use our scissors to just cut here, but sometimes it doesn't, well, it's a me problem. I don't get it super close to the edge and it'll leave a little bit of white from the paper. So what I like to do sometimes is use my gyro cut and a ruler to just line it up as best as possible. But before I just cut through all my pages. Here I thought I was prepared, and I realized I don't even have my mat, because you want something behind your page so that way you're not just cutting through several pages. Wasn't too far away, thankfully. And sorry for the squeaking of my chair. I keep saying I need to get a new chair, and what do I keep not doing? Getting a new chair. So y'all just will have to bear with me on squeaking. So the gyro cut is an option, but also like an X-Acto knife will work. This is an X-Acto knife blade in a pen, which is a pretty unique concept. So that way you can just take it on the go with you and not have to worry about taking off the tip that is protecting the blade from, you know, cutting up all your stuff, or I should say protecting your stuff from the blade. So we're going to just cut this down. And the only thing is I don't use this X-Acto knife pen, is what I call it, very often. So the pressure sometimes is a little bit off compared to the gyro cut. I'm pretty used to how much pressure I need to put down with the gyro cut. Okay, let's see how this looks. So comes off pretty easily, and yay! Okay, so see, it doesn't show any white in between this door and the back page, which is great. Oh, and my cat's just chilling over here with me. So if y'all hear her begging for attention, just don't be surprised. And now we are going to move on to this page here. See, this is why they recommended to keep a little bit of the washi sticking out, so that way you know exactly where to place your next strip if you're working back to front. You're going to place this one down. So these come together super quick, which is why I like them. It's just a matter of having, for me at least, coordinating washi tapes. So I don't have a lot of washi tapes, which is why I like to pick up these bundles from Rongrong, especially with the fall release. And it just makes it so much easier because you literally have everything you need. And I may need to bring this in just a little bit more. This one. And whoop, go right here. Okay, and we are going to trim this. And I won't need the washi tape here at the top because this will be the last tab we are making. We are going to go ahead and cut this down. Okay, and with this one, you can kind of see the white that is sticking out here. So I am not a fan of that. So I'm gonna try and cut it as close as possible without ruining the tab, because it's just in some certain areas. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, it's a little crooked now, but you know what? It is what it is. But the good thing is that I made it come over the washi tape here, so it just looks crooked like here, but it doesn't show any white underneath. So I'm okay with that. And let's go ahead and cut off this one. And these are also nice because you can just do the back side once you've finished with all the tabs. But look at how pretty that looks. So this is the waterfall tab effect, which hence the name, waterfall tabs or vertical tabs. So we have our designs here just showing, just kind of staggered down. Just love how easily they come together. Just gonna finish up the other side. Okay, super easy since I only had the 2 pages. That just looks so cute. I love that. Okay, so next I have a couple options. I can either fill up with the collage over here, starting at this tab. That way none of my writing shows through and I'll still have all of this space here to write. Or based off the second tab, I can choose to only cover this space. But I think it's going to be this one because I am not a fan of my writing peeking through. So we are going to mark this with my pencil. This will be my essentially end point for my boxes. My only concern is, will I be able to fit multiple boxes here, and do we have enough boxes to fill up the space? I'm gonna do that, and I may just take my ruler, and this one I might need a bigger ruler to just go all the way down. Pretty much it's gonna be a little past this dot here. Now let's look through the book and see what boxes I can pull. I'm looking for boxes that don't have any quotes. If there are some quotes, then I would prefer it to be like toward the top, just depending on how I layer these. So this is one that we can use. We have this Let's Get Cozy. That one I could put next to this one. That's an option. Okay. Oh, there's a nice book one here. Okay, I'm gonna just put these to the side on the edge of my desk. That way I just have a good amount set aside. And what else do we have? Cozy is feeling hugged by your home. I can make that work, but let me try and add more of the quote ones towards the end. Yeah, see, this one has it like right in the upper center. Don't have very many boxes to work with. Okay, so we're going to have to make the quotes work. Okay, pivoting. Let's start with all the quotes first. Make sure those fit in this space here, and then fill up the rest of the space with the ones that don't have a quote. So we are going to use, here's Falling Leaves, Cozy Sleeves. Let's do this one. Home is a Feeling. I think we can do that. And if you guys are just like confused about what I'm talking about, it'll start to come together here. But it has been a while since I've done this type of spread, and I am actually really excited. Let's do this one too. Okay, we have this much space to fill up. We don't want to go past this line, and this is the only space we need covered. So I am going to put as much of the quote on the page as possible to where it doesn't go past this dotted line. So we are going to angle it like this. Okay, and then let's do Falling Leaves, Cozy Sleeves. We can put that, again, we can't make the text go past this line here, so we will have it go, maybe that's too much brown right next to each other. I don't really think I have very many other options. So obviously the color palette for fall is lots of browns and orange hues. That will be good there. Actually, let me bring it up just a tad, a little bit more up. And I'm also going to place the sticker right along the edge of the other one. And then let's do this one. Also keeping in mind, I don't want to have basically just the face here. I want enough of the doll to show through. So this is my line here. That is good there. And then we have Let's Get Cozy. Will work right there. And then we are going to cut off all of the pieces that are sticking out. Okay, and I am grabbing my bigger ruler because we are going to cut off any of the little pieces that are sticking past. Oh, but of course, don't forget your mat underneath. Don't want to cut any of the pages underneath. Okay, let's see how I did. The only part that kind of sucks with like smaller little pieces you're trying to cut is getting a good enough grip on it. Ooh, that's a little rough. Okay. That one's pretty good because it was a little bit of a bigger piece, and I think this one was a little bit of a struggle getting it off. So we're just gonna kind of pretend it just belongs there. We didn't try cutting it. Okay, so now we have these white spaces here that we still need to try and fill up, which is why if we are going to do this type of collage and have a lot of deco boxes that have quotes, I would prefer the quotes to go down first so I'm not cutting off any of the words, because now I have my pieces that don't have any quotes. It's just images that can help fill up that space. So that way when we cut it here, it's not cutting off any text. Okay, and I'm not going to stick it down all the way because again, this is our imaginary line that we are going to cut the image at. But I do love how that is looking, and trust me, it'll make your life easier if you don't just stick your whole sticker down, especially if you're working with stickers that are a little bit harder to come up. So that will go there. I have this one. I swear I had another one, so I guess it was just mainly 2 stickers that had no text. I'm gonna bring this one over here. Okay, try not to stick it down all the way. Let's go ahead and cut these down again at this line. Let's see how I did. This is like the nerve-wracking part. Oop, come back. Yay! Okay, I think I managed to somewhat break that one loose. And this one I need to also cut the edge here. But we're gonna save this, and all those little pieces that we cut off earlier, you'll want to save those as well, because that'll help fill up some space at the very end once we see what we still have to fill. And then now we can take this one off. Let's see how we did. I think towards the very bottom I didn't put enough pressure, but it still took the majority of it off. Okay, so I can live with that. And we want to still fill up these bigger white areas here, and that's where our little scraps come in. So let's see what we have to work with. The question is, does any of it make sense? We could cut this to give it more of a straight edge. If I made it a truly straight edge. And we would just put this there. Okay, that works. And this one's just kind of too wonky to make work. I'm trying to think, we can put it over here though, on this side. It is big enough to cover along this edge. So it's kind of just like putting, not a puzzle together, but just trying to fill up all the spaces with what you have. Let's cut this one. Again, keep your little pieces that you cut because you never know if you can use them at the very end. And then we're just going to cut this little corner here. Okay, so we filled up this space here and this one down here. Let's go ahead and cut this. We're gonna do the same thing we've done where we put our ruler and we're going to cut along where we decided it's going to end. Okay, look at how good that looks. It is a pretty good crisp edge. And now let's see what else we have to fill up. Okay, we can put this little piece in one of these edges here. Just a matter of where we can get it to fit. See, this one wouldn't work because we still have a little gap here, and I really don't want to mess with trying to cut that small of a piece off of sticker. So we can put this here and cut this one. Just always losing my supplies. I don't think we can make use of this one anymore. The other option is make it go upside down, but that's a little too ludicrous there. So this is part of, I don't think I have anywhere I can use this. Nope. This one, you can't really tell what it is, which we can use that in some of our little corners. This one like fits perfectly here. Okay, this is your home now. Look at that. We don't even need to cut anything off the edge. Okay, that worked so beautifully. That's why I said, guys, don't throw your little scraps away because it might just fit perfectly there. Let's see what other scraps I have that might work. Oh my goodness, this one fits so well there too. Wow, I am just in awe. I don't think this has ever happened to me, guys, where it fits literally so perfectly. I'm gonna cut just this one here because I have some little stuff hanging off. Okay, so still a little bit of pieces to fill up. This one will maybe here. Why do I feel like it didn't touch the edge all the way? I don't think it did. So let's put this over here. And I think there's a little bit of white gap there, but honestly, I'm not even gonna worry about filling that little part. It's literally so minuscule that only I can tell, unless you guys are really paying attention and noticed it and are like, hi, are you gonna fill up that little space? The answer is negative. Okay, now what else do we have? So we have this space to fill up and then this one. So I have this piece here that was cut off from, I'm pretty sure it was part of this image here. Let's see where we can make it fit. Okay, so this one could work. The only issue is because I have like just a very small amount to cut off, it's going to not cut right. So does this fit over here? It's a little off. Let's do this instead. As close to my little edge as possible. And we are going to cut this. And then that way we have a little bit of a bigger piece sticking out here to where our knife will hopefully cut it a little bit easier. We're gonna do this straight as possible and cut this. Yay! Oh my goodness, you guys, it's coming together so well. And I'm gonna move my letter K. So this is a floral letter I'd gotten from a friend, and I wanted it kind of over here in my little area, but it's kind of in the way. I don't really have too much space to work with. And then I said no on this one, right? I'm pretty sure this is the one I tried here. The other option is see if I am good enough to cut off enough, but not too much of this strip. Okay guys, let's see if I can do it. Cut enough, but not too much. Ooh, I feel like I may have cut too much. Okay. Fingers crossed. Did I do it? Oh my gosh, you guys, I did it. I don't even have to go look for more stickers. Okay, it's literally just sticking out a little bit over here, but it's so small that you can't even notice. But look at how good that looks. So that's what I meant. Like, you're gonna try and just kind of piece it all together, and look at how good that looks. So we have all of our bigger stickers with the quotes just showing visibly, and have the rest of the space filled up with the other vertical deco boxes. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Okay, now let's see how this looks with this. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. So see, that way when I write in here, none of my writing is gonna show when I have just the first tab down. And then of course, as we turn the second one, no writing will show through. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, I am so proud of myself for not having done one of these in a while. Like, I love how it came out. So I'm going to put my boxes up here, my header boxes for my dates, before I add in just a little bit more deco. So I'm going in search of all of these little header boxes. And there's this orange one up here. Come here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put my headers down. Okay, my boxes are down, and while this is very like deco heavy, I can put maybe some smaller elements on the pages. So let's see what small items we got to work with. We have quite a few small ones here on the paper stickers. That doesn't quite make a lot of appearances over here. I'm thinking we can do couple of things up here. I want to do it on all the pages. I think I do. Put this, maybe something smaller there. This one has pumpkins, so I don't think I want to do pumpkins there. Doesn't necessarily have to go up at the top, but I would prefer it to. Maybe not this one. So I think that's the only small one I'm going to use. And then I can put maybe some quotes or $1 or $2 on the other pages. I don't like to go too crazy with mine. I do like enough space to write when I do write, but I do like having some dolls and some deco mixed in. There's this really pretty bigger foliage kind of thing happening. Ooh, that one's really pretty. We have that doll there. We don't have this one anywhere. I think she would look really cute, kind of like half in between here. I think I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna pull her and see, she would look so cute over here. Maybe more of her on this page. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. So my other option, now that I've bent it a little bit, is cut off that portion. Okay, let's try bringing her back up, because it's just sticking the pages a little too much. Sorry, my cats are over here fighting. My oldest one is now a little grumpy goose and gets mad when her sister literally comes close. Oh no! Okay, see, that was the only thing I was worried about, is it tearing. Didn't tear too bad. So we're still gonna proceed with cutting here. Can't say I've ever cut just the foot of a doll before. Come here, foot. So we're gonna just stick this back here along the edge. Okay, and then we're going to stick the part that we cut off as close to this edge as possible. Okay, we got that one. And then we got our little foot. How'd her foot go? This? I feel like I'm doing foot surgery over here. Now let's try that. And that is way better. That way I can turn the page and open it with no issues. Perfect. And we're also gonna add maybe a couple little things around her. And now she looks all by her lonesome. I do love this floral piece here. I think we'll add this, right? Should we do another little cutting action? I think we should. Okay, we're gonna do it before we stick it down and try to bring it back up. Come here. Okay, can definitely tell I'm more brave about cutting my stickers and putting together these spreads. When I first started, it was rough, but we all gotta start somewhere, guys. There, and then let's put it right there. Look at how cute that is. I love it. Okay, and do I want anything else on this page before I move on? I actually don't think I want any more quotes because obviously we have a lot of quotes here on the collage. No, I think that's good. It's simple, but it still adds a little something to the pages. Okay, and then we have some space here to work with. Ooh, do I want to do this scene like down here? Another little half cut action. Keep seeing what we have. Ooh, this one's really pretty. There's another one that's a different colored sweater. Ooh, or I could do the sweater. There's a lot of really good options. I think I want to do this one, or no, let's do this one. And I will say I do love how easily the transparent stickers pull from Rongrong sticker books, because y'all just hear me saying, you know, the washi tape this, the washi tape that. Don't worry guys, we'll give credit where credit is due. And let's do that there. Look at how cute. I'm almost feeling I should bring it over here though, because it has this straight edge. Oh dear. Okay, come here. So close, but so far. Come here. Please don't rip my page. Thank you. Now see, I just want the straight edge over here. Oh, that looks so cute. I like that a lot more. And then, let's see. Do we have Let's Get Cozy? Yes, we have that quote there. So like I said, I don't think the quotes would work. And then we already have pumpkins here. Yeah, I don't think we need to add too much more. Yeah, I don't think we need to, because this already has a lot of action happening. I love this, and maybe just something over here. Let's just see one more time. I could just do this little thing of pumpkins, or even this one over here. I think I just want something really on the corner down here. Is this the same pumpkin as this one? I think so. I think that could help tie the pumpkins in. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's take this one and we can put it right down here. Look at how cute that looks. And I think I want to move this one over here, just because I wasn't liking that both were on the same side here. I know guys, the way that my brain works just sometimes doesn't make sense. But I think then that is it for this spread. So let's go ahead and see what the final total end result looks like. I am just loving this collage here. Here is our first door. And then the doll with the florals looks so good. And then we just have a simple little hand with a hot drink with the cute little pumpkin on the mug, and then this bigger floral washi piece as the back. So I am very happy with how this came out. This was so much fun. I just sometimes get inspired by like my own past creations, and when I was talking about the dark heart sticker book and talking about the vertical deco stickers, it just reminded me that I haven't done anything like this in a while on my channel. So definitely wanted to bring that back. If you guys have not seen this before, just a very good way to use up those boxes, especially for me who doesn't have a vertical planner. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the very end, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to get to know you and chat. And if you did enjoy this video, please give the video a thumbs up. That does help spread this video to other people like you who would love to see something like this. And then also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any future uploads. And I think that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!